Hi everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we are actually going to be playing with another newer palette. I've got the Colourpop Gettin Fresh palette. And let me tell you, can we say forever with their shipping? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I thought Glamlight was bad, but at least they let you know. They say 4 to 6 weeks before, processing, shipping, all that. And it does get here between the 4 to 6 weeks. So they let you know. Colourpop, on the other hand, no. You place an order, it is a good 3 weeks later. Hence, I got the palette. Well, 2 to 3, 4, something like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who knows. This is the palette, though. It is so pretty. If it wasn't for the fact that it's pretty, and the fact that I do collect these things for what reason I do not know, I wouldn't have probably gotten it. But if you know me, you probably know why I bought this palette. Because there's only one shade in there that is pink. And that is the reason I bought it. I thought that pink looked so beautiful next to all those greens. I don't know why. So let's go ahead and try it out, see what we think. The first shade I'm going to go into is More and More. We'll try it first. This is the look that we're going to do. We're going to ignore the hair because I really don't even know what my hair is doing anymore. So I've kind of just given up on that. It really needs a haircut. I know that. But I just don't know what to do with it, But I know I need one. Alright, let's start with this shade anyway. Let's see what we got. Okay. Honestly, I gotta give it up to Colourpop though. I mean, for the price point, the formula is great. And honestly, I personally have not received a palette I didn't like. I mean, maybe not like the Color Story or something, but in all honesty, the formula and stuff, I've not had an issue with it. But I also, a lot of people say that the 4-pan or 5-pan palettes are the ones that are different. What you doing, little man? Oh, and he jumped. Alright, little man in here today, aggravating me. He's not so little anymore though, y'all. He's getting quite big. We need to get him spaded before he gets my 2 girl cats pregnant. Can't do that. No. So this is... Here's the thing with this palette. It's very pretty. And it does have a nice assortment from light to dark. So depending on what kind of look you want to create, you do have options there. That's really good, The only thing you're you can definitely do neutral and stuff, and you do have some color, you got green and pink. So other than that, that's about the color, but that's the point of it. I think this is a nice spring summer palette for whether it be a light look you're going for, or even if it's a night out on the town, you definitely got the shades in here to do that. So the next shade we're going into, of course, is Gone Bad. I had to play with that pink. There was no ifs, ands, or buts with that. I just had to play with that. You would think I have enough pink palettes that I definitely didn't need to add another one, and you would be correct on that, but I just couldn't help myself. There's just something about a pink that will do it. I always think it's funny because if you ever hear people talk about palettes, it's oh, it's a neutral palette with purple blue, or it's a rainbow palette, or you know what I mean? It's always something, right? But I never hear, if I heard it's a neutral palette with a pop of pink, it's I want it. Why, I do not know. But I do want it. I think I just love pink. Well, I know I love pink. I don't know why, but I do. But I like pink everything. I did do a throwback to the lipstick, though. Love the lipstick. Not really. It's been one of those days, y'all. Like, nothing, I'm not getting nothing done, number one. Number two, what I am getting done isn't working out the way I thought it was going to work out, you know what I mean? And you know I had to have a visitor today, you know? You just knew it was going to come. One of them things. Alright, I'm going to take that same shade Gone Bad on my lower lash line. I will say this was a pretty quick look too, because it was just so easy to work with. But I don't, like I said, I've never had a palette from Colourpop I didn't like, to be honest with you. I've never, well, here's the thing. I've never really had any bad products even from them. Like, I always felt their products, no matter what, was worth their price point. And, like, I'm not a big fan of the, what is that? Like a liquid shadow type thing that they have in like a tub or something. Like, I'm not a big fan of that, right? But that's a me thing, not an it thing. Like, I think it did okay, it performed okay, and it was definitely cool and all, but I don't like gravitate or use it or anything. But again, is it worth the price point? Yes. I really can't think of anything they sell that's just not worth that price point. You do have to be willing to wait for it, though, that's for sure. Unless maybe Ulta carries it. But if you're willing to wait for it and all, then you're good to go. And I'm beginning to think that if you do purchase all these bigger palettes, like, you really wouldn't need their littler palettes, you know what I mean? Because you'd almost have all of their shades to a certain extent. Just my opinion, of course. Alright, just trying to make sure both sides are the same. Okay, now I'm going to go into the color. What is that color? It is hard to see the names of these. On the Outs. And it's a pretty light, like, lime green shade. Like, look at that. It is very pretty. So pretty. I'm just putting that in my inner part here. Because I did think this was pretty, but I kind of, when I was sitting here, you know, putting this on, I seen like a really darker lime green. So I was like, ooh, I want to play that too, you know? So I decided to put that on the outer portion of my eyeball. Okay, leave that there. And then the other color that I saw that just grabbed my attention was, what is that word? Cereal. Okay. And then we're going to put it on the rest of the lid. But when I was putting it on, look at that. It doesn't really look like the green. It looks like a gold almost, you know what I mean? Like, do you see that compared to that? Well, now that looks the same. But it doesn't really look like the color that is, like, look. This is the shade. Right there. That's the shade I'm putting on my lid. That does not look like that shade to me. And I'm wondering if it has to do with the pink that's already on my lid. Now, the more I build it up, it does kind of build into that shade a little bit, but it's not as bright as it is in the palette. But it also could be because of the pink I have laid down, maybe, is what I was thinking. Alright. See, it starts to look gold, really. Not, but it could just be the light maybe hitting it too. I'm going back into that pink shade so I can sort of blend through the crease a little bit and the outer corner. I don't know. I mean, it's like I like it, but there's just, that color just didn't turn out the way I thought it would, to be honest with you. I mean, I still like the overall look, but there's just something with, like that, green not being what I thought it was, you know what I mean? At least that's the way it seems in my head. But it could just be the lighting too, the way the light is hitting it. Alright, and then for inner corner, I went into the shade Striking and just placed it right on my inner corner like that, and we are done. Voila. Let me curl my lashes really quick, put that there. And then I decided, I had purchased, everybody raves about, well, not everybody, but I've heard a lot of people lately rave about It Cosmetic Superhero Mascara. So I was like, you know, I'm going to try that. So I bought me one to try it out. And we're going to see what I think about it. Which I've already used it on this side, mind you. But, you know, we're going to try it anyways. See, that don't look green to me. That really does look gold. Even what I think you're seeing looks gold, to be honest with you. Alright, this is the Superhero Mascara. And this is the first time that I've used this mascara out of this tube. I have used this before in a sample size, I believe. Don't think I liked it, but I could be wrong. But also, everybody raves on it, so I'm like, must be me. I'm doing something wrong, maybe. So I thought, why not give it a try? Because it was on sale. And I thought if there's ever time to purchase it, it would be now when it's on sale, you know? That's my thought process. So that's the first layer of it. I did put a second layer on. Yeah, I did put a second layer on. And I am curious on the wear of it because I'm scared that it might transfer. And I got a little piece of, I hit myself. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I mess up with mascara, right? I always mess up with mascara. Did I mess up anywhere else? I don't think so. Alright, and then for bottom lashes, I'm using my MAC. And then What is it doing? It's not catching that lash. Oh, of course now it did. Alright. Alright, good enough. I'm good. I'll comb through them in a minute. Okay, so let's do the second layer now and see what it does. I will say I like this lash much better than that one over there. I do believe there is a difference. I don't want to go too much. Let me try with this one. I don't know. It's like this eye did not like the mascara and the other eye does. Because I do think this eye looks very nice with it. Oh. Alright. We're done. I'm going to make a mess of myself. Okay. So this is the final look using the Colourpop Gettin Fresh. I've been in here all day, y'all. back and forth, doing laundry, the kids. Then the cats are jumping all over me, and it has been one heck of a ride to try to get this look done, but I got it done, so that's all that matters. I hope this video helped in some way. I think that the formula is just like it always is. It's phenomenal. Price point's good. Wowee. The names of the shadows are also here. It's much easier to read these, I think, than it is to read them actually on the palette. Again, this is what the palette looks like. I really do think it's a very pretty palette. And the fact that I've got the other ones also, like, you can do more, you know what I mean? And it is kind of fun to have, like, all these set up. Like, I'll have this one and the Stone Cold and the Bare Necessities all sitting up next to each other. It's kind of fun. And then the only one I didn't buy was the mattes, and I need to buy that one. But that is all I got for you today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I do upload an awful lot anymore. I have nothing to do, y'all. I'm bored as heck and curious to hear your feedback from palettes, newer or older, and thoughts, because I'm trying to wrap my head around all this makeup. Like, the craze of cosmetics has really intrigued me so much. And I'm just as, you know, crazed about it too. It's like, oh, I gotta have that. It's different. But is it? You know? So I'm in that spot now. And I'm also curious about, like, price points and, you know, products and stuff like that. But anyway, let me know down in the comments if you got this palette. If you actually have received this palette yet, that would be nice to know too. And I'll see you in my next one. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.